Okay, this is test one for the College Board official SAT study guide, and we are live. Math calculator section. John runs at different speeds at part of his training program. The graph shows his target heart rate at different times during his workout. On which interval is his target heart rate slightly increasing, then slightly decreasing? Okay. Strictly, I should say. So, yeah, right here, strictly increasing, strictly decreasing. So from 40 to 60. If y equals kx, where k is a constant, and y equals 24, so let's plug that in right away. 24 equals kx. When x equals 6, so we could put in 6 here. We could solve for k, divide by 6 on both sides, and we get k equals 4. What is the value of y when x equals 5? Y equals kx. X is 5, and we know now that k is 4, so y would equal 20. Choice C. In the figure above, lines L and M are parallel, and lines S and T are parallel. If the measure of angle 1 is 35 degrees, so that's here, so we can also conclude that this would be 35, and similarly these would be 35, and also, yeah, these would be 35. Then what's angle 2? Well, angle 2 would be supplementary to 35, so 180 minus 35, we get 145, choice D. If 16 plus 4x is 10 more than 14, what is the value of 8x? Okay, so this side is 24, okay, plus 4x. Subtract 16 from both sides, we get 8. So 4x is 8, divide by 4, x is 2. Then plug in here, and we get 16 for 8x. Which of the following graphs best shows a strong negative association? So we want a negative slope, and strong means that the dots are close together. Hospital stores one type of medicine in 2 decagram containers. Based on the information given above, how many 1 milligram doses are there in one 2 decagram container? All right, so 1 decagram is 10 grams. That means 2 decagrams would be 10 times 2, or 20 grams. So 2 decagrams is 20 grams. And we want to know how many milligrams that would be. Well, 1 gram corresponds with 1,000 milligrams. Now, 20 grams corresponds with x milligrams. So we could just cross multiply. We get x equals 20 times 1,000, or 20,000 milligrams. Choice D. The number of rooftops with solar panel installations in 5 cities is shown above. In the total number of installations is 27,500. What is the appropriate label for the vertical axis in the graph? Okay, so here we're seeing 9, and then 5, and then 6, and then 4, and then looks like 3.5. So if we add these up, we get 14 and 6 is 20, 24, 27.5, right? And they're saying that we have basically 27.5 is how many thousands that we have. We have a little more than 27,000. So this would be measured in thousands. That's choice C. For what value of n is the absolute value of n minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0? So you could start out trying to solve this. You get n minus 1 in absolute value is equal to negative 1. And generally we would t-chart here, and we'd set, each to be, one path would be the regular thing without the bars, and the other path would be we would negate this side. But the fact that this side is already negated should spell out trouble to you, okay? Because the absolute value of something being negative, that is an absolute no-no. That is not allowed to happen, right? So we would say that this has no solution, right? There's no way that we could take an absolute value of something and have it be a negative number. So the answer choice here is D. All right, the speed of sound in a wave is given by this equation, probably. Which of the following expresses the air temperature in terms of the speed of sound? So they want you to isolate for T. Solve for T. Well, we've got A equals 1052 plus 1.08t. So to solve for t, the first step is to subtract the 1052 to the other side. Okay, and that's 1.08t. Then we'd have to divide by 1.08 on both sides. And that would give us the value of t. So that looks like choice A. Which of the following would be, air temperatures will be the speed of sound closest to 1,000. Okay, so we want the speed of sound to be 1,000. And the speed of sound to be 1,000. So A equals 1052 plus 1.08 times t. And we want this to be 1,000. Is 1052 plus 1.08 t. So we subtract 1052, subtract 1052. We get negative 52 is 1.08 times t, and we divide by 1.08. And this is the calculator section, so you are allowed to use the calculator. So let's just do 52 divided by 1.08, and that will give 48.14. So yeah, it's choice B. Which of the following numbers is not a solution of this inequality? Okay, so let's solve the inequality and we'll see what the solution looks like. So first thing we do is we get x here, and then we add 3, and that will give us negative 2 here. Now we can pancake this thing, which means we grab it and we flip it like a pancake, and we end up with this result. Now we say, okay, so x has to be less than or equal to negative 2. We want something to not be a solution, so that would be anything greater than negative 2, which choice A is. Based on the histogram above, of the following, which is the closest to the average number of seeds per apple? Seeds per apple. So we have this many seeds, this many apples. So we have to find totals here, okay? So this first column tells us that we have 2 apples that have 3 seeds, so that's a total of 6 seeds. Here we have, let's see, 4 apples, each with 5 seeds, so that's 20 seeds. And here we have 6 seeds, and 14, and 27. So if we add those up, let's see, well, we have here 20, 46, 46 and 27 is 73. That's how many seeds we have. Now to count up how many apples we have, well, we have 2. Then we have 4, that's 6. Then we have 1, that's 7. Then we have 2, that's 9. Then we have 3, that's 12. So there's 12 apples. So we do the division, 12 into 73. So just to save time, we can use our calculator. 73 divided by 12 equals a little more than 6, so choice C is best. A group of 10th grade students responded to a survey that asked which math course they were currently enrolled in. The survey data were broken down as shown above. Which of the following categories is approximately 19%? Okay. Well, the grand total here is 310. So if we took 19% of 310, that would be 0.19 times 310. So let's see what the calculator says for that. We do 0.19 times 310. And that's 58.9. So we're looking for something that's about 59 students, and the best number here would be the geometry male. So that would be choice C.